All right, so we're live again. All right. So I think I went live 3 different times and I got shy. I don't know why. I just did. Hi, guys. This is Brittany, aka Brit Inspires. And this is a channel. My channel is all about inspiring you, bringing you content that's going to help you live an even better experience in life. And I just share my journey. I share what I am learning, what I'm experiencing, in hopes that it will help improve and inspire you. Today's video, I just wanted to talk about the importance of getting out into nature and spending time in nature. It is so important to make it a point to get into nature and really spend time enjoying the beauty of the outdoors. And even if it's just going to the park, or just grounding yourself, walking barefoot in the park, that in itself helps to recharge you. Is reconnecting to the earth, and it's super important. So the other day, I just was like, hey, I'm just gonna pull over and go to the park. I walked in the park, took a break from everything I was doing, walked in the park. I saw nature, squirrels running around. It was so peaceful and quiet. And I just sat there. I planted my feet in the ground. I sat under a tree and I just let it recharge me. It actually recharges your energy field when you go out into nature, when you spend time with plants and you spend time sitting near trees and just really rejuvenating yourself. It's a powerful way to change your mood and your attitude. If you struggle with depression or different things that could cause you to be in a lower state, or a low emotional state, or maybe you're just having a day, you're having a day where you're I don't know what's wrong with me. I just feel irritated, or I feel sad, or I feel low. You can actually increase your vibration by going out into nature and just spending time breathing in the fresh air, maybe getting near some water. I don't know, going to the beach or the lake, going for a hike. These are all ways that you can rejuvenate your energy and recharge and just step away from everything. There's so many things going on around us, like electromagnetic chaos, and we're constantly on our devices and really just disconnected from nature. And so it's so important that we take time for that. Schedule it in. I mean, I know we're all busy and we're all doing stuff, but we got to schedule in time to get out into nature and really enjoy it on a day-to-day life, and a day-to-day thing. Also, it helps you take a mini vacation from your maybe something that might be stressing you out. Nature has been a huge part of my healing process. I went through and purchased plants and a garden. I got so many plants now in my house that it's my house is starting to feel a little like a jungle. But it's so peaceful and it's so nice to have. It's so nice to be able to see plants in my home. But not only that, I have to go out and sit in the grass and be in nature. And there's something special about that. I think that is our natural habitat. That is a natural for us to be in nature as much as possible. So make time for that. I wanted to talk to you guys about, of course, nature, but I also wanted to talk about having a positive mental attitude. A positive mental attitude is really just being able to see the positive in all the different circumstances that you might be going through. The thing is that true, you're not going to feel happy all the time. I don't think it's realistic to say I'm always happy and I'm always joyous and I'm always enthusiastic. Everybody has their moments and their ups and downs, and that's okay, right? That's all right. We all got our things. But the trick is to not stay in that space and to make yourself feel better. Do things that will increase your vibration or bring you into a higher state as much as possible, as much as you can. Because it's not about being perfect or being happy all the time. But it is about doing things that are going to bring you into a better state so that you're not staying in a frequency that keeps you in a sad energy or a low vibratory energy. I have gone through depressions where I wasn't able to do a lot of stuff, and I felt really heavy and tired and lethargic, and it was really hard to maneuver out of it. But some of the ways that I was able to do that was incorporating what nature, getting out into nature, spending time in nature, gratitude, spending time thinking about what am I grateful for today? What am I grateful for that's, going good in my life? What is something that I can be excited about? And then also getting into inspired action, taking inspired action or divine action or God action, like really getting in alignment with your purpose and what it is that you want to create in your life and being able to tap into that energy. That's another great way to raise your frequency, to get your energy up into a higher state because you're doing something that you love and that you're passionate about. That always helps big time. Another thing is learning how to let things go and forgiveness. And I wanted to talk about this because this is a topic that I feel like has been coming to my, like I just been thinking on a lot. And it's this idea that like when you go through something with people, like your friends and family, loved ones, associates, coworkers, people that are in your experience that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. I want to encourage you guys to not only like when people do things or say things that may, I don't know, hurt your feelings or maybe make you feel a certain way about yourself, or you have to understand that, I mean, I hear this saying a lot, hurt people, usually that person's going through their own healing and they may not understand like how what they say and do affects you. So what you can do is, in a way to really navigate and maneuver around that, is to, one, realize that you have to forgive those around you and you have to forgive yourself. And those two things are so important. Don't be so hard on yourself and don't be so hard on others. Like really release that. Let go of that expectation that people are supposed to be a certain way or that you're supposed to be a certain way. Because really, we're all here learning lessons from each other. We're all experiencing life with each other and we're teaching each other. We're teaching each other how to be better. We're teaching each other, maybe showing each other the blind spots that we may not be able to see. So that we can improve upon ourselves and elevate to that next level. But I remember this quote, Father, forgive them. Is in the Bible. Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, what is, like, I could not imagine, if I was going through what, Jesus went through when he was being crucified. I can't imagine even thinking, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. But as I go through my life and I learn more about people and energy and, what's really happening in the reality that I live in, is that people do things and say things. It's not really the person. And that's where and I remember my pastor had told me this once a long time ago. It's not the person. So we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, right? So it's not the person. You have to detach yourself from this person hurt me or this person did this. It's not the person. It really comes down to something spiritual, and it's beyond the person that maybe you feel attacked by. So it's technically really not. I mean, it's really not the person. So, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. A lot of people are operating in an unconscious state. And when I say an unconscious state, meaning they're not conscientious of their behavior, they're not conscientious of the things that they're saying, they're not conscientious of how they are behaving towards you. And you can't take anything personal because that person has a whole nother set of situations that might be going on in their lives that you have to let that go. So keeping a positive mental attitude with people, with yourself, with your experiences, with the work that you're doing is so important. And that's how you kind of pull yourself back into a positive state when someone or something happens that can trigger you into a state of a negative attitude because you're mad that something happened the way that you didn't, want it to happen. So that was something that really helped me a lot because I found that I would keep my mental attitude would be positive. And then something negative would happen, like someone would say something that was offensive or hurtful or mean to me. And then my mood shifts. And when my mood shifted, it was like, oh, that person said that and that hurt my feelings, and now I'm in a state of sadness, or I'm in a state of depression, or I'm in a state of like feeling bad about it. But I learned to detach myself from what people do and say, because it has really nothing to do with me other than the lesson I need to learn, or how can I look at myself and what did I do to attract this? Like, what is it in me that is bringing this energy? So you transmute that negative energy that you might be dispelling, or someone's dispelling to you, and you put it in a more positive manner. So I talk about other people when it comes to positive mental attitude, because the fact is that a lot of the people, the energy around us does influence our mood. It influences how we feel about stuff. And you have to protect your thoughts, because the thoughts of others do get impressed upon us in thought forms. And so you have to remain conscientious, right? So when I say remain conscientious, it's like remaining in a state of knowing why you're doing what you're doing, knowing why you're saying what you're saying. A lot of times people are reactive, right? Or defensive, and they're reacting and saying things, but they don't necessarily, they may not mean what they're saying, or they may not be thinking fully about what they're saying. They're just kind of blurting it out of emotion or out of a certain mood that they're in. And so I don't want to get too far off topic, but I wanted to bring that up because I know that for me, a lot of times my mood is influenced by what happens around me. And I had to learn how to detach myself from the behaviors of others, because you cannot control that. You can't control what someone else does or says, how someone else perceives you, or if someone likes you or doesn't like you. That's out of your control. Whether they like you or not is really, it's not important. It's not important. You do your best, and that's all you can really do. So another thing that I found that helps me a lot with maintaining a positive mental attitude is what I'm programming myself with. So our brains are like computers. We absorb and consume so much. And so when you're consuming information, you got to make sure that information is positive, right? Or insightful, or constructive, or is going to help you evolve as a person, not information that's going to keep you at a state of unconsciousness. You want something that's going to awaken you, content that's going to bring in positive energy, make you feel good about life and about yourself and about what you're doing. And so that was one thing for me. I'm very strict about what I put in my mind, what I put in my spirit, what I think about, and what I spend time listening to, books I read. I don't really like to watch movies, because like I feel like that doesn't leave me in a good state. But I mean, that's some people's jam, and that's cool. But for me, I'm very like conscientious about what I watch, because I know how my spirit's affected by it. So I always encourage you guys, read. Leaders are readers. So read books that are going to bring you into a state of mind where it's like it gives you more understanding, it gives you more clarity, it gives you the ability to really tap into great things, you know? So yeah, so sorry, I just got a phone call. Phone's ringing. See, it's a distraction, right? All these distractions. No, but I wanted to do this video because, and I love it because I have the background of nature, and I was like, I have to do a video. I have to do a video about nature. But I was thinking about it the other day when I was at the park, and just make time for it. You know, another concept that I feel like was put on my heart was like, live a life that you don't have to take a vacation from. And that means just cultivating a lifestyle, cultivating a life that you feel great about, that you enjoy. The work that you do work that you enjoy, do work that makes your soul sing, do work that makes you excited and happy. Like when you work, there's a big truck driving past me. When you work, you want to work on things that like get you excited. I was talking to my mentor the other day, and she's like, do things that are going to get you excited. Because no matter how great the opportunity is, if it doesn't excite your soul, if it doesn't excite your spirit, then why are you doing it? You know, do things that get you excited, get you happy. It's long gone are the days where it's like, oh, I got to do this thing, and oh, I don't want to. Like, do more things that you want to do that get you pumped up. Then it's like you're not working, you know, you're just doing what you love. You're enjoying your life. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about that. Getting out into nature, spending quality time in nature, go on hikes, go out to the beach, really enjoy the atmosphere that we're in, because truly there's beauty all around us and abundance all around us. So much abundance, so many beautiful things. And start detaching from the things that don't matter, whether it be material things, whether it be things that you're holding on to from the past that happened when you were a kid or whatever the case is. Start letting go of those things, that those weights, like those bags, like start dropping those bags so that you can live a free and abundant life, and a peaceful life. And to stay encouraged, stay uplifted. Things are going to happen in life. There's going to be situations that are not going to always feel good. And what I've learned is that it's okay to acknowledge the pain that you go through. It's okay to acknowledge that you feel down. But the trick is to not stay in that state, to do more things that are going to bring you into a higher state and a higher vibratory frequency. So like, there's so many things you can do. There's so many things that you can do, but the trick is to always try to make yourself feel better. And then also realize that you can't feel great if you feel bad inside, right? So if you feel inside your spirit, if you feel inside, your physical body, let's just talk about your physical body. If you don't feel good inside your body, so like you're eating foods that make you feel tired and lethargic and sad and depressed, then you're going to feel low. You're not going to feel excited about life, because it's hard to feel really good if your body internally doesn't feel good. So look at diets that are going to help bring you into a higher energy. Another thing is working out. Now, I'm not someone who works out. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I just started working out. I'm active because I like to dance and be active, but I'm not really great. Like, I'm not the person that's in the gym all the time. But recently, I got in the gym. Recently, I said, you know what? That's the piece of the puzzle. I got the mental, I got the emotional, I got the spiritual going. I got the diet going, popping off. But physically, I need to get in shape. Physically, I need to start working out, because my physical being needs to feel good. And when I started working out, I think I was going hard for like a week. Like last week, I was like in the gym every day, like hitting it. And I felt great. And then I stopped because, I got busy. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I can tell and feel the difference of me not going to the gym versus me being in the gym regularly. So like working out. And if you don't like going to the gym, pick up a hobby and go bike riding. Just go do something that's going to keep you active so that you're not sitting in this like lethargic state. So that's what I learned. I mean, this is just me. Like, this is my first live stream. I've never done live stream before. I just want to jump on and just share my thoughts with you guys and encourage you, wherever you're at, whatever you're going through, just encourage you to stay in a positive mental state. Do everything to care for yourself, your being, care for your spirit. It's not selfish to put your mental health first. And a lot of times we feel obligated to projects and people and things in our environment. We feel responsible for showing up in a certain way. And I just really want to encourage you guys and say that your biggest responsibility, your first, number one, numero uno responsibility is to care for this vessel. Care for your vessel. Put your vessel first. Put your energy in a positive state, because you cannot be energetically positive for other people if you don't feel good about yourself. So take care of yourself. Take care of your energy. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. I'm big on like the big fours, like emotional, mental, spiritual, physical. Get those four in alignment, and you'll see you're going to be more positive, and you're going to have a positive mental state because you're caring for your body yourself. And it rids you of resentment. It rids you of feeling like you're being taken advantage of, because you can't be taken advantage of when you're full, when your cup is full, because you're wanting to find ways to give value to other people, because you have so much in you that you're like, I just want to bless those around me with what I've got. So you got to fill your cup up. Make sure you take care of your being, eat right, exercise, pray, meditate, keep yourself in a high frequency, forgive, learn every day, like continue to like feed your mind with positive information. And then I'm going to leave you guys with this. use technology, but do not let technology use you. That is like my favorite thing to say, because a lot of times we could get so glued to our devices and we think, oh yeah, I'm just on my phone. But I see people all the time, oh look, it's 11:11 on the clock. I just looked at it, I'm like, what the heck? But a lot of times we get on the phone, I see people just glued in their phone, and it's like, you're not even acknowledging what's around you, what's happening. So use your devices to further your business or work on, send out positive vibes to people, whatever you do. But don't become controlled by it. Don't be used by it. Don't be controlled by it. Realize that it's not necessarily real. You know what I mean? It's not real life. Real life is happening right now, right? So enjoy nature. Get outside. Breathe in good air, feel good about your life and where you're at. You already possess everything that you need within yourself to be like who you want to be. You already possess it all. There's nothing lacking, right? You're just cultivating and bringing out that inner being, that truth, your inner truth, and just, stay positive. I appreciate you guys watching this video and tuning in on this live. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay blessed, stay encouraged, stay uplifted, and thank you again for watching.